welcome back to the Unnamed Political Podcast. Hey, we're not dead.
We're still here.
Yes, we are.
Very much
And, unfortunately, we are pressed for time right now, which seems ironic considering we had 2 months to film a recent video.
Big hiatus.
Yes, we apologize for that.
Summer break.
Unfortunately, scheduling has been a nightmare, and it probably will continue to be a nightmare, but we will still fight to give you your unnamed political content.
The best content out there.
Yes. All right. But due to our unfortunate pressing for time, we have to dive right into our topic.
Right into the topic.
The 2016 election, a lot has happened over the summer. We missed both of the conventions, which is unfortunate.
That is pretty sad that we did not cover those.
We were both, I was out of town, you were out of country.
Yeah, out of country.
Yeah,
that's true.
It was not
the best times.
Yes.
For sure.
All right. But for those of you who solely rely on us for news, and we know many of you do, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are the respective nominees for the Republican and Democratic Party.
That's correct.
Yes.
Very good.
So, a lot of people are going to consider moving to Australia right now.
Or Canada.
Or Canada. Or New Zealand. I'm personally a New Zealand fan.
I don't mind New Zealand. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, nice Lord of the Rings and all that.
That'd be cool.
All right, but as we are seeing the election progress, we have moved into a couple of weeks where Donald Trump has had a horrible week, and then Hillary's had a horrible week. Donald Trump under a ton of fire for insulting a Gold Star family and engaging in a feud with them.
That's
now,
true.
Hillary Clinton in a ton of mess over her Pomonia scandal. Pomonia.
No.
Her Pomonia.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe that's an accent thing, maybe?
Yes, it's her Pomonia. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You don't understand. It's going to get you.
You never get it.
Pomonia. Terrible.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jack, do you think that Hillary was in the wrong for not disclosing her Pomonia?
Yeah, I think she got in a lot of controversy, obviously, because she didn't disclose her health errors. And by the way, I mean, Donald Trump, people claim he's the most healthiest guy. According to this one doctor, you know, he wrote the physical in like 5 minutes or something. Yeah. Something along those lines. I think she was in the wrong for sure. I mean, you should disclose your medical history to everybody. That's a must when you're running for president, I would believe.
Yeah,
maybe not, they don't, but it's definitely, you should be mentally and physically fit to serve, obviously. I think that she was in the wrong for doing that. And the fact that we had to find this out because she fell into the car, and we wouldn't have found it out if it wasn't for all these occurrences happening, for her leaving early.
I think
it's an error on her part, and she's suffering for it in the polls.
And yeah, and there was no point for it. If she had just come out and said, I'm currently suffering from pneumonia, and I'm going to be taking a hiatus from campaigning for a couple of days, nobody would have said anything.
No.
For the most part. Although, she may have received criticism for not going to the 9/11 memorial.
Yeah.
You do know that.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it was the wrong decision, and as you said, she has paid for it, and I think is going to continue to pay for it.
For sure. I mean, Donald Trump's doing his own little thing right now. He's doing pretty well.
Donald Trump is
the recording.
currently tied and leading in some polls.
Yes, and as of now, I think he's going to win. It's narrow. What I've drawn up here is, as far as I've looked into it, he's winning in Ohio, Florida, Iowa, Nevada, and a bunch of other states.
You think he's going to win Florida?
He's already winning Florida. I look at the chances, right? 60% that he wins Florida as of now. To drop below the 50%
margin, I mean, right now, Romney was leading in the election in 2012. Roughly around now, Ross Perot was leading in '92. So I still think I think it's still too close.
Well, Mitt Romney made the mistake of 47%, and that cost his campaign. Plus, he had an awful debate performance. I thought he was great in the first debate. He was okay, but he made some mistakes, and Obama probably zinged him for, you saw some of those back then.
Oh, yeah.
On the highlight reels, you can see them all. Even if you weren't watching it live, you can always find them on
YouTube.
I
remember. I watched every one of those. And now Hillary seems to have her own unfortunate 47% basket of deplorables.
That's definitely one of the biggest marks in her campaign recently, I would say.
I think that's going to be a major, because she's taking fire from both sides.
Yeah. Pretty
much everybody center and right is saying, you shouldn't say that, you can't. You're stooping down to Trump's level by going out and insulting his supporters. That's right. Like that. And then we have people on the far left who are saying, no, that is horribly insulting because all of his supporters are deplorables, and he didn't call them out for it. Yeah, I mean, it's the same deal with the 47% in my opinion. Because you can't win either way? No, you can't win. No matter who you are, what you say, you're always going to take it if you bring up something alienating and further dividing a big chunk of your electorate. And unfortunately, I think unless Hillary can find a way to spin the basket of deplorables into a positive for her, like she's tried to do with the woman card, deal me in and all that.
That doesn't...
No. But at least in a way that she thinks she's making positive, this is really going to make her a lot more reclusive. She's still going to fail to do any press conferences. I believe Donald Trump has done more press conferences in Mexico than she has done this year.
In a long time, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I really think that we're going to continue to see an isolated Hillary who's not going to connect with the public, and I think that's really going to help Donald.
Oh, for sure.
But I still think Donald hatred is really going to come back, because I think liberals are going to really hit full panic mode and pull out all the stops to
unleash.
Stop
I think in October it's going to be very heated, very dirty, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Once the debates roll through, then it paints a more clearer picture. Although I think the debates are overrated in terms of how much they harm the...
I think they're extremely underrated. I think if you stink at a debate... I mean, look at some of the moments that won and lost presidential debates. When Ford freed Poland, when he said there is no Soviet dominance in Eastern Europe.
Right.
When Reagan...
there you go again. There you go again. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's definitely defining moments, but I think if it comes down to who's the better candidate and it's just one flop or one error the person had in the debate, I think
one flop or one error can really hurt you. No new taxes.
Right. Yeah, well, that even
no
debate
jacket.
That was from the RNC.
That was from the RNC. Well, not from the debate, but just any one flop can really hurt you.
For sure. And I think debates are definitely heavily coveted, and if Donald Trump does very well in them, it could paint a different picture for the election, the outcome. Or if Hillary Clinton does well, it could paint a very different picture as well.
I think we're going to see it, but I think it's definitely going to be a very close election up until the end. And I think this is one of those elections where the Electoral College is going to play a massive role.
Oh, huge role.
And the fact that liberals who hate Trump typically live close together and can't exert a huge influence on other states. Like,
for sure.
California is going to vote for Hillary, but they can't really exert their influence on, say, Texas.
No.
And Texas can't exert their influence elsewhere. And I think this is one of the issues we see when people choose to kind of self-segregate themselves along ideological lines.
Yeah.
That is going to play a massive role. And I think this election is really going to change the face of politics in the U.S. While we're seeing a much more radicalized right, we're seeing a much more radicalized left. The divide is just continuing to grow.
Yep.
But also, with that divide growing, I think we also are now starting to see people say, I'm fed up with this, I just want a middle ground.
That's right.
So I think, hopefully...
That's why libertarians have massive appeal. They're going to do their best, and they have ever, I would say.
This is by far going to...
Polls have them going up to like 12%.
And I don't even think it's per se like the appeal of the libertarian platform. It's just, I just want something new, something different, something moderate.
They don't like the two evils.
Yeah.
When they say best two evils, no, they just want the actual middle grounds.
It's stakes having to choose between the lesser of evils. You want something good.
For
and
sure.
I think in 2020, we're hopefully going to see campaigns. My dream team is Ryan Haley. Yeah. What would your dream team be?
John Kasich and...
Yeah.
I wouldn't and Jeb, but I don't know what Jeb would serve.
I don't think either of them are going to run.
No, I think Jeb's done. John Kasich,
although,
he would be beautiful.
Did you see Jeb at the Emmys?
Yeah.
That
was good. That was gold.
Why couldn't he have had that energy during the campaign?
He did the head. It would have painted a whole different picture.
That was, I thought it was phenomenal.
For sure.
Yes, Jeb Bush did a cameo at the Emmys. Very funny. And unfortunately, we have to really start wrapping things up. So, in conclusion, do you have any final points you'd like to make, Jack?
I think we addressed everything in the election. I mean, it's definitely going to be a close one for sure. I mean, we'll have to see. As of now, I'd say we have about 2 months till Election Day.
Yeah.
Less than that. Around
I think, and early voting has already started.
Absentee ballots.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so we're really going to, this is going to be a close one, this is going to be an exciting one, and we can't wait to cover it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm Clark Wahlberger.
I'm Jack Horvath.
See you next time.
Adios.